Hello, my name is Michele, and you're listening to Profit is a Choice.
Okay, so I did a thing. I took my business on vacation, and we had such a wonderful time together, just me and Scarlet Thread Consulting. I had been thinking about doing this and wanting to do this trip for a while, but the timing just wasn't working. And so on this podcast, I'm going to share the 3 benefits of taking your company on a vacation.
Every day, empowered entrepreneurs are taking ownership of their company financial health and enjoying the rewards of reduced stress and more creativity. With my background as a financial software developer, owner of multiple businesses in the interior design industry, educator, and speaker, I coach women in the interior design industry to increase their profits, regain ownership of their bottom line, and to have fun again in their business. Welcome to Profit is a Choice.
For the last year and a half, I've been dreaming of going on a quiet vacation with my business. Not just a business planning session like we talked about in year-end podcast, but a vacation to just focus on my business, to relax. And I decided that the spring was the perfect time. There was some prep that needed to be done to make the trip amazing. So let's start there. So to prepare for my vacation, like you would any vacation, I first made time for it on my calendar. For me, I chose to arrive on a Saturday and to return home on Wednesday. Next time, I actually think I might make it a full week, like Saturday to Friday or Saturday to Saturday. Once the dates were established, I thought about what I wanted to do and accomplish and what the perfect setting would be for me. I really needed some nature. And so for me, I looked for nature, I looked for water source, and for it to be quiet. Which is also perfect for me for staying in the spring because I stayed at a lake house that was about an hour from my home. It had access to the water with a dock. It had chairs on the top of the dock and a place to isolate a bit from the hurriedness. And since it is not yet summer, when I took this vacation, the lake was really quiet. I can imagine in June, July, and August, it wouldn't be quiet at all. But I chose a place that also had a big wraparound porch that allowed me to just sit outside and think and be still and enjoy. My husband and I talked about this vacation. I'd been telling him about it and what I wanted to do and what my thought was for a while. And he asked me if I wanted him to come along. Gently, I said no. Not because he's difficult. He is far from it. He's the easiest going guy in the world. But for me, I wanted to have no schedule, no guilt about what I was doing or what I wasn't doing. And I really didn't want to have divided attention. And I know myself. If he and I were together, I would want to be with him, focus on him, do some activities together. And knowing that about myself, I made him a promise. I said, how about this? You don't come on my business vacation and I won't bring the business on our family vacation this summer. And then you will get my full attention. And we both embraced that idea and thought that it was good for us. So to further prepare, I made note of what I thought I'd like to be able to come back with, which business books had been on my list to read, what I wanted to think about, what I wanted to be, to do. I packed up all of my tech devices, my books, my remarkable writing tablet. I packed up my yoga mat, my bands, and some small items to do some workouts. And I only packed athleisure wear and a ball cap. When I reached the lake house, I unpacked and immediately went to the grocery store. I didn't even do any of that planning before I went, just like I would normally do on vacation. And while I was at the grocery, I thought of each day, what would be a simple, healthy meal that I wanted to eat. And I purchased just enough for the days that I would be there, plus a few snacks. Each morning, I got to wake up to the birds singing, and it just felt like they were providing this personal symphony for me. I can't even explain it to you. The weather was so nice. There was a chill in the air, and we got to keep the door open. And during the day, the song would change. And it was kind of fun to hear the differences, just to be quiet enough and still enough to hear. Normally, I'm so busy and so hurried. I miss all of that. I got to sit and watch squirrels play in the leaves and chasing each other up and down the trees. I saw a hawk swooping down looking for a snack. And the most beautiful cardinal visited each day with some other beautiful birds, really brightly colored. They were blues and purples. And there were moments of sunshine and cool breezes and light rain. And I was able to just sit in nature with a view of water, give my body, my soul, my spirit a rest. The biggest goal for my trip was to have some time to think, to process, and to dream. And while I took a list of things I wanted to accomplish, I gave myself permission to come home with none of it done if that ended up not being what was best for me while on the trip. So the freedom to just be and to do as I needed opened me up to not having a tight schedule that I tend to have from day to day. So I purposefully did not create a structure to my days. I just let them flow. No alarm woke me up, and no predetermined time sent me to bed. If I wanted to switch between reading a business book and a fiction book, I just stopped and did it. One day, I was sitting out in the sun, and I was actually up on the deck of the dock, and I just couldn't hold my eyes open anymore. So I just got up, came back inside, and took a nap in the middle of the afternoon. In general, I found that I was actually working about an hour off from what I normally run. I ended up getting up an hour later every day and going to bed an hour later just naturally. And as if all this that I've mentioned wasn't enough of a benefit, because even if that was the only benefit, I'm going to give you 3 additional benefits of going on vacation with your business. Number 1, I rededicated myself to the business that I'm building and the clients I'm serving. The hard questions were asked and answered while I was there. Am I happy? Am I fulfilled? What do I need from me going forward from my business? Not just what does my business need from me, but what do I need from it? And then out of that, what do I need to be able to give to others? What does my business need from me to keep going? Does my business in its current form meet all of these needs? And what do I need to change, add, or delete? These questions were really important for me to address separate from building a strategic plan. While I did that work towards the end of last year, and then again, the beginning of this one, this vacation allowed the time for me to consider how my plan was actually working. And am I still dedicated to the pursuit that I thought I was? And, a further question, am I willing to do what's necessary to attain what I think I want? If so, then I'm dedicated to keep going. And if not, I gave myself permission to pivot. At the end of my trip, I returned knowing that I was solving the problem of scaling with ease while creating a profitable and sustainable business for my clients. That's what I do. That's what my clients call me for, and that's what I love. Benefit number 2, I found margin for rest in my business. Business can be busy. I don't know if they're really the same root word, but it sure sounds like it, doesn't it? Business and busy. And sometimes unchecked, my calendar can fill up so quickly and my to-do list explodes. You've heard me on all of the podcasts talk about my to-do list has babies at night, and I wake up and it seems like there's more to do. And I'm sure yours is the same. So in the middle of these planned tasks and activities, the days and weeks get away from me, and some of my most important items can easily slip by the wayside. So taking a dedicated time to reset helped me gain more clarity on how I wanted to create margin or space in my calendar. I have to do this reset every year or so in some way. I create margin and it quickly gets eaten up by something else. I bet yours does too. And even though rationally I would tell you that success is not attained by being busy, sometimes my actions indicate the opposite. And so I have to do a check and remember that we all need rest. I need rest. Rest from my heart, my soul, my mind, and my body. And these 5 days away gave me that. A slower pace without checking out. Getting things done without hurry, but with purpose. And I now am looking at my calendar differently again to build in even more margin, even more rest, even more time to think. Because I have found when I take the time to really think and to ponder, my decision making is clearer and easier in the long run. And my third benefit, the excitement for what I am doing increased. I have always loved solving problems and strategizing on a new or better way I so love helping people remove the obstacles that are in front of them. It's just my thing. It always has been. And as we all know, even doing what we love, after a while, it can become taxing or heavy, or we just check out. And I do not want to get so burnt out as an indicator of doing too much. And in my time of reflection, it was so clear to me that I'm doing what I love to do and what I feel called to do. And with that assurance, my excitement to dig in deeper and to explore more fully what and how to assist other business owners increased. I am constantly looking for new ways to serve. I can't wait to teach some new concepts, to meet new people, to take on some new challenges, all within the time boundaries that I've created, of course. But the excitement for all that can be done and accomplished was rekindled. Not that the fire for my work had gone out, but it's easy in the busy to sometimes ask ourselves, what are we doing and why are we doing it? After my business vacation, I know more of who I am, what I do, who I'm not, and what I don't do. I'm a strategist and a coach focused on helping business owners in the creative industry reclaim their time, create profitability and sustainability, and build their team with intention and ease. And I know how to do it. I have the proven results, and I've seen my clients succeed beyond their wildest dreams when following my approach. And I'm settled in this. What I have built works. And to have had 5 days of being quiet, relaxed, and allowing work and thoughts and dreams to flow instead of being so tightly scheduled was really a treat for me. That's why you can see next time I want 7 to 8 days. I really think I could have taken more than the 5. No matter what, the time I had was crazy productive, gently flowing, restful, and calming. And I want to encourage you, consider taking your business on vacation. If you don't want to go alone, take another business friend with you. Just don't plan to do much together other than meals and maybe a late night porch sit. Give yourself space and time because it is a gift that will keep on giving. If you're in a space of growth in your business and you want a proven method to help you move forward with intention to serve your clients and your teams fully, check out my masterclass where we focus on reclaiming your time, paying yourself more, and growing your team intentionally. And you can find this at scarletthreadconsulting.com/aim-masterclass or under the resources tab. Being profitable in your life and your business is about so much more than money. And profit of any type doesn't happen by accident. Profit is a Choice is proud to be part of the designnetwork.org, where you can discover more design media reaching creative listeners. Thanks for listening, and stay creative and business minded.